Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all of you. Today in the grade 5 social studies we are going to start the new lesson from the unit for the African continent, in which we are going to start the new lesson, that is the lesson for Algeria and Tunisia, from the page 87-88. And let's start the lesson. Before starting the lesson, let's have the look on the important points which we are going to discuss in this, particularly about the Algeria, the country which is the South African country. And here the Algeria is the largest country, in the second largest country in the continent after the Sudan. The capital and the largest city is Algiers. Algeria is bordered by Morocco. Algeria was occupied by France in the late 19th century. Algeria fought for its independence from 1954 to 1962. The Algerian War of Independence led to the destruction of around 8,000 villages. And after the war was ended, the Europeans were referred to as the Petsnors, meaning the Blackfeet. Algeria depends on the export of petroleum and the natural gas, and also because of its fertile soil, because of its fertile soil, 25% of the population of Algeria work in agriculture. And the most other important thing about the Algeria, it has been a member in the Arab League after its independence, that is since the year 1962. Although it was the part of the European Union in the past, when the country was considered a French territory, it also joined other organizations such as the African Union, United Nations and OPEC. OPEC is the organization of petroleum exporting countries. And the last point here is about the education. When you talk about the education in Algeria, it was compulsory for the children under the age of 15 years. And also, when it comes to the health, Algeria is the country which suffers because of poor sanitation, especially in the rural areas. So this is all about the lesson of Algeria. And the second part of this lesson we are going to discuss about the Tunisia. But let's start in detail of the lesson. This is what I have been briefed you about this lesson. Now let's start with the lesson of Algeria. The lesson for Algeria and Tunisia, one of the important countries in Africa, is the Republic of Algeria, which is the second largest country, second to the Sudan in the continent. The capital and the largest city in the country of Algeria is the city of Algiers. The official language used in the country is Arabic. This is the map which shows you give you the idea about the Algeria here. If you talk about the Algeria, where the Algeria is situated and what are the different borders of it, like the Morocco is on the one side, whereas Libya is there, then Mauritania is there, then Niger is there. These all, Mali is also there. These are all surrounded by the Algeria. So now here let's talk about the Algeria is bordered to the dash by Tunisia and Libya. It is also bordered to the dash by Niger, Mali and Mauritania. To the dash, Algeria is bordered by Morocco. Algeria is occupied by France in the late 19th century. As I told you before, the Algeria was occupied by the France in the late 19th century, resulting in many colonies in the area, especially in the villages. And Algeria fought for its independence from 1954 to 1962. Now let's talk about the further part of the lesson, where we are talking about The Algerian War of Independence led to the destruction of around 8,000 villages. As I told you before, this was the big destruction of around 8,000 villages, and other resettlements were created instead. After the war had ended, the Europeans were referred to as the Pets Noirs, a term which is mean that black fig. Algeria depends on the export of petroleum and natural gas. It is also well known for its fertile soil, which makes 25% of its population to work in the agriculture. So this is Algeria, which has been a member in the Arab League since the year 1962, although it was a part of the European Union in the past when the country was considered a French territory. It is also joined other organizations such as the African Union, United Nations, and OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. OPEC is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. So this is all about the Algeria, the city of Oran in Algeria. This what you are going to see in this picture. It is the city of Oran in Algeria, and also the city of Constantine. This is another city in the Algeria, and this is the last part of the lesson where we are going to talk about the education. When you talk about the education in Algeria is compulsory for the children under the age of 15 years. When it comes to the health, Algeria is a country which suffers because of poor sanitation, and especially in the rural areas this was the problem which the country was suffering from. This is all about the country Algeria. In the lesson we are going to end up with the lesson of this Algeria, and now you will be having the homework for this, that is you are going to revise the pages what we have studied now, the page 87 and 88. I will be back with the new video for the second part of this lesson, that is about the Tunisia, in the next video. Till then, thank you and goodbye.